back to Gigi's Coffee, everyone. It's your girl Sinead, aka Gigi, and I'm back with another video today. We have a very special guest coming to the show today, so I'm excited to get started. But first, before we get into that, I'm gonna start with the motivational phrase of the day. As Winston Churchill said, there comes a very special moment in everyone's life, a moment for which that person was born. When he seizes it, it is his finest hour.
It's time for the coffee scoop. It's time for the coffee scoop.
All right, guys, so now it is time for the coffee scoop, and I'm gonna give you guys just a little sprinkle of entertainment news here. Okay, we're gonna start with Meek Mill. Yeah, he is just always in the highlight of conversation, some way, somehow. So recently, he made a post basically saying that he would offer musicians from Philly, he would offer them a record deal if they stop the violence within the city. So for a lot of people, this was a really amazing thing that he's willing to give back like this and use his platform to encourage people to stop the violence. But of course, it became controversial, unfortunately, because there were a lot of mixed feelings going on. Some people are saying, you can't come in here with your ego and your money and think you're going to change stuff overnight. You can't stop us from beefing, when this person killed my brother or so-and-so that I love. You can't just come in the hood and think you're going to stop our beef and everything's just going to be peaches and cream. So you have some people who are like, no, Meek needs to pick a side or stay out of it. Then you have other people who are saying, Meek is doing something great. He's giving back. He's trying to help these people to have a better way of life, a better way of living. He's being unselfish by giving of himself in this way and trying to provide a better life for people from where he's from. Where I wish people would come together in unity more often and just look for the positive things instead of trying to find negative stuff and holding on to beef. That's not healthy for you. You're not even supposed to hold on to stuff and grudges for years and years and years anyway. You just live in a place of anger unnecessarily, and that's toxic for you. It's not even the other person that's suffering. You're suffering when you hold on to grudges. Even if something hurts you, it's okay to hurt and it's okay to be upset, but over time you have to heal. And, it sounds like there's still a lot of healing that needs to go on in, our communities. I'm just going to be honest. But other than that, honestly, he does try to give back. I see him trying to give back, and I applaud him for being bold enough to try and do something different that a lot of artists are just not doing. Next in our coffee scoop, we have Campbell from Mary Mary, and she recently posted on social media just a little something about how she feels about women getting ready for marriage. And I'm going to read it to you now. She says, "You can't sow HOE seeds and reap marriage benefits. Your brain and your body don't switch up like that. You got to prepare your mind for marriage because it's ministry." And, when I first read it, I was like, ooh, that was a little harsh. Like, I can understand how people are probably like, oh my gosh, Mary, coming from the gospel community, calling people HOEs and telling them they ain't ready for marriage. But I get where she's coming from. I just personally would have worded it differently. But then again, maybe we don't need to be so soft. Maybe we don't need to be so easily offended. Maybe we need to talk to each other straight up like that. So, what do y'all think about her comments? What do y'all think about it? Drop a comment down below. Speaking of love, apparently R&B singer Summer Walker and record producer London on the Track are back together after several public social media breakups. Just every few weeks she'll be like, you know what, I'm done with him. At some point you have to care about yourself enough to walk away. I'm done. And then you see them about 3 weeks later posting a picture all cuddled up, loved up, going to dinner, all in each other's face. And I'm not gonna lie, it's mainly her getting on social media saying she's leaving him and she just can't take it anymore. And then you see them posted up together on social media. Here's my thing. It's no one's right to judge your relationship or say whether you should or shouldn't be with someone. Now, we could try to give you advice of how we would handle certain things within the relationship or what we think would be harmful to you, but we can't make that decision for you. But people have the right to choose who they want to be with. To a degree, because sometimes you ain't supposed to be with that person and you sneaking around, but that's a whole different topic. I ain't getting into that today. Okay, I'm getting into it. But for the most part, you have the freedom to choose who you want to love. So, it's one of those things where, hey, if they want to break up and get back together, cool. At least they're trying to work it out. But keep it to yourself, please. Why do you feel the need to keep coming to social media, blasting it, telling the world that you're done with this person just to get back with them? If you're not 100% sure that you're walking away and you got a made up mind, stop bringing it to the world, because not only are you looking inconsistent and ridiculous, but you got people looking up to you who are trying to get out of toxic relationships. And they're like, hey, if she can do it, I can be strong, I can walk away. Then you go back to the person and it's like, they ain't even strong enough to get out the relationship. And they a celebrity. And that you're in front of the world, and you have to remember that it's so many people looking up to you, and certain things, you can just keep to yourself at this point. And relationships is one of them. I'm one of those people. For one thing, I try not to judge, but when I say that I'm truly done with a person, I am 100% done. I'm not about to be going back and forth, playing with that person's emotions, playing with my emotions. This is a toxic situation. If I know that it's toxic and I walk away from it, why do I need to come back when I already seen everything you got to offer? And it ain't much. I already seen it. So why keep going back? Then think about leaving. Then you go back again. Think about... If you're going to keep doing all that, keep it to yourself, please. I ain't even judging. Just keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to see it. I promise you. Okay, so... this whole OnlyFans thing is getting a little bit out of hand, in my opinion. So if you're not familiar with OnlyFans, it's like some type of app you can sign up for, I guess, and you make an account and people get to watch videos of you. They subscribe to you. They pay to subscribe to you, and they get to watch videos of you that not everybody else can see. Now, some might be a little inappropriate, some might not. I don't think it's necessarily to post inappropriate videos though. I think it's just for people to subscribe to you and pay to see videos that not the average person, not the whole world can see. For example, you might have some embarrassing videos, or you might have some really informative videos, some secret, top secret information that you just want to tell certain people. So it's like one of those things where people can pay to subscribe to you and see these videos that the rest of the world can't see. And a lot of celebrities are doing this whole OnlyFans thing, and they're paying, I guess it's $13 a month, a monthly fee of $13 to watch you, or however much, 15, 20, however much you set it at. Because Chris Brown said he gonna make an OnlyFans and his gonna be $20. And people are seriously getting their coins ready so they can watch Chris Brown live in action. But that's a whole nother thing. So we have professional boxer Adrian Browner coming on social media talking about, y'all need to teach me how to make an OnlyFans account. I need the money. I only got $13 in my bank account and I'm in debt by $800,000. Apparently he ran into some legal issues and the court was like, pay up. That's pretty much what happened. So now he's asking his fans, hey, can all of y'all send me, like $13 each? And by the time y'all all send it to me, I'll be out of debt. Like, help me out. Then he posts, okay, you know what? Everybody just cash at me instead. Just cash at me $13 so I ain't even got to make an OnlyFans page. Just go ahead and cash at me. Here's my cash app. All right, so he tells the world to cash app him. My thing is this. When is enough enough? Like, you got these famous rich celebrities that have all the resources in the world to get out of a situation. I'm not judging. Life happens. But I know you got connections to way more than the average person. So why are you asking your fans to help get you out of debt? Get us out of debt. Like, help us. Y'all need to be sending us $13. Each one of y'all. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to knock it, because OnlyFans is a smart idea. You're profiting off of certain videos that you wouldn't send to the regular public. Now you're asking us to send you money to get you out of $800,000 in debt. Like, when is enough enough? Maybe you should contact your celebrity friends, some of your famous resources, and see if they can help, because what in the world? Like, y'all, Are y'all into the whole OnlyFans thing for one? Do y'all have an account? Do y'all have an OnlyFans? Or are you subscribed to certain celebrities? If so, who? Because I want to know. I'm sure it's entertaining. I just want to know, are y'all into the whole OnlyFans thing? And then when is it too far? Like, when is it taking it too far? When? I just want to know. Drop a comment down below. On a positive note, I want to end with LeBron James. He recently took his mom on a beautiful vacation, and he posted a picture with her just saying that he was so grateful to be able to put a smile on her face and see her happy. So he took his mom on a lovely vacation, and he says that she said, "Son, I really enjoyed myself. Thank you." And then she smiled, and it near brought tears to my eyes. "I love you for simply always being there for me, even when it wasn't in the physical too. Pointing me in the right direction, raising me to be a gentleman, being kind to others, and simply knowing the difference between right and wrong. You're my angel on earth." And then a whole bunch of hearts. And he says, "Mama, we made it. Only child, let's rise, mama's boy." And I just thought it was so cute. I mean, this is goals right here, to make it to a point where you're so successful that you can give back to the people that looked out for you, who cared for you your whole life. To see yourself accomplish your goals and be like, "Mama, I did it. Like, I did it. You raised me right, and I made it. It wasn't easy, but I'm here. I made it." Like, that is so heartwarming. And he sounds like such a sweet guy. If you're able to do it, always give back to the people that showed you love. He's showing people like, hey, I didn't get famous and just forget about who raised me or where I came from. Like, I'm gonna give her the world. And I just think that's so beautiful and encouraging, and his goals. And it's just like, yes, like, Black men are loving, Black men are kind, Black men are successful. Like, we have to not only believe these things, but we have to speak them, okay? Because it's too many negative connotations and negative pictures being put out there about Black men. And there are a lot of Black men like LeBron, famous or not, who are representing and taking care of their families very, very well, who are really trying. Even if they don't have a whole lot of money, they're there emotionally and physically. So yes, thank you, LeBron, for representing in such a positive way. I appreciate it. All right, guys, so now it is time for Random Bandom, and we have a very special guest today coming to the show. His name is Caleb Minter. He is a singer, songwriter, a published model. He's been on tour with Kanye West's Sunday Service. Now he's the newest winner of the game show I Can See Your Voice, Season 1, Episode 4 on Fox. And I actually watched his episode, and it was really fun. I actually think that I'm going to watch the rest of them because I really enjoyed the show. It was just really fun, very positive vibes, and it was cute to see the contestant try to figure out by just looking at the person and seeing them lip sync and pretend to perform. You know, she had to try to pick, okay, is this person really a good singer or not? And, you know, are they telling the truth or not? Because I can't physically hear their voice yet. I have to look at them and see the voice. So it was just really fun to watch it. I encourage you guys to go check it out on Fox. Now we're going to go ahead and introduce Caleb. So welcome, Caleb. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's a privilege. You know, I'm glad that and I'm honored that you asked me, for sure.
Yes, I am just so grateful that you had a few minutes of time to do this interview, because I know you just won. You had a really big win on the show I Can Hear Your Voice, and I know people are reaching out to you every day, probably wanting to get you to work with them and stuff. So I just feel really humbled and grateful that you had a few minutes for us.
Oh, of course, it's no problem.
Thank you. So can you tell us a little bit about who you are, a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, I am Caleb Minter. I am from Bolivar, Tennessee, a very small town, West Tennessee. It's like 5,000 people, population, very small. I moved there after high school, went to college in Middle Tennessee State, Murfreesboro, got my degree in public health with a minor in psychology.
Wow.
Then after graduation, I moved to Atlanta. Just short, quick, kind of like, how it happened. And it's like a story to where I am now. But after college, I moved to Atlanta, started working at the hospital for maybe a year. And then I was supposed to go to overseas to sing with the BB King's All-Star Band.
Wow.
I auditioned, got the part, But then something happened. I think they got rid of the old manager, so they hired a new one. So he wanted me to come in and redo, just kind of audition. And I was like, "But I already had it.
Wow.
I quit my job to
Oh,
leave."
my
Yeah,
goodness.
so then that happened. So it like pushed things back.
Wow.
So I was unable to go, which I'm glad I didn't actually. I guess right before I was almost finished with the job, my brother was murdered.
Wow.
Only sibling.
I am
Yeah,
so sorry to
thank
hear
you.
that.
Yeah, to gun violence.
Wow.
So that honestly that started my music career, because I never really saw myself as an artist. I knew I loved to sing, of course. I sang in the church growing up, but I never really saw myself doing it full time. But after his death, it pushed me in the front to start this movement called the Magna Movement, Men and Mothers Against Gun Violence Unity Movement. And basically, I will put on shows, live music, and also educate about gun violence in my hometown and the surrounding area. So that started my artistry, and from there, from Atlanta, I was working in a corporate band. I was the lead singer, still doing my own thing.
Wow.
And then after that, I had got a call. I had a friend that was singing with Kanye West in the Sunday service, and he was like, "They have an audition. You should audition." And I was like, "That would be dope." I came and auditioned like in June. I didn't hear back to July the 28th, and I had to be in. They called me on the July 28th and asked me could I be in rehearsal on the 29th.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm in Atlanta. I'm like, I'm still doing this corporate band, still doing my other things, that I'm trying to do myself. And they called me, "Can you be in rehearsal?" And I was just like, "Let me check on some stuff." Then I thought about it, and I was just like, "Of course I can be there. Of course.
Wow.
I bought a one-way ticket.
Wow.
I've been here ever since." Yeah.
Wow, that is faith.
Yeah,
oh my goodness, that's amazing. Now you made it seem so easy, like you just, you had all these auditions fall in your lap, but I know it was a process, I'm sure. I know it didn't happen overnight. And a lot of people look up to you because it's like, okay, you made it. How did you overcome those big obstacles in the beginning and get to where you are? Because that's where a lot of people are with their dreams this year, is they're trying to start a business, they're trying to chase their dreams, and they're like, what do I need to do to get to where I'm trying to go?
It's funny you say that, but yeah, I think a lot of people, they don't really think about the struggle in between time.
It's gonna come.
It's definitely a struggle, and also, it takes a lot of perseverance.
Yes.
You have to be strong enough to accept their no's to get to your yes. And I think I'm really big on affirmations. Every morning, I do my affirmations. I try to meditate. I was doing meditation every day, but sometimes I don't, honestly. But I'm really big on my affirmations.
Yes.
I have them on my wall. I'm all about it. That's like how I affirm myself in my day.
Yes.
Daily,
Yes.
I'm really big on faith, and I really believe that anything is possible. Even throughout the struggles. And I've learned to really trust the process.
Yes.
It's definitely been difficult, and the hardest thing is just the murder of my brother.
Yeah.
And like, he was my biggest fan. I don't know. I just feel like now I made it through that, and I'm pushing through that, because it's still a struggle.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I can push through that, I can accept whatever no or whatever at that moment, because I feel like death is something that it's tough.
Yeah, honestly, to take something so painful and turn it into a testimony and be able to build your dream out of that pain. I just think that's so awesome, and a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah, it actually, like I said, it propelled me to be the artist that I am today, because my first single, it was my dedicated to my brother. It's called "Gone Too Soon." So that's the first single I ever released about 6 years ago, going on 6 years ago. So it just pushed me to really trust where I was in life and allow someone, try to help someone else that's going through it or may go through it. So
Yes. So take us through the process of getting onto the show. I Can See Your Voice, because that is just mind blowing to me. And I actually met you in person in LA. Me and my boyfriend were in LA for my birthday weekend, and we met you. And we got to actually see you perform live. And so I just see your dedication and just how talented you are. I mean, it was wonderful to get to see you live in person. I mean, they don't even know. Like, seeing you in person is a whole different, it's a whole different thing. So tell us how it was performing on the show. Was it different than performing live? And, you know, how was that experience?
Well, the experience was pretty awesome. Honestly, the cast, the crew, everybody was amazing. And I've worked on other productions, and not everyone's nice,
Right.
Not everyone is patient.
Right.
But they were. And it went by fast once it started. But,
wow.
I mean, I tell people, like, how did you even find it? It's
right.
crazy. I'm always looking for opportunities for myself. So
good.
I'm looking Craigslist, Facebook. I mean, everywhere that people. But I found it on Craigslist, actually.
Nice.
It didn't say anything about Fox or the production or I Can See Your Voice, but it just said they're looking for singers, and I'm like, I'm a singer, why not inquire, see exactly what it is. So I inquired about it, and then they asked me to send videos. Once I sent the videos, the casting director contacted me maybe the next day or 2 days later.
Ooh.
And it didn't take long because they was trying to get it going, so I found it on Craigslist, got it. I had to do some self-taping at home for some parts of the show, and then maybe a week later, 2 weeks, went in and filmed. We first had a rehearsal, and then we filmed the show.
Wow. So how long did it take to film the show? Was this weeks in the making?
It took different parts. We had to do some stuff, being that COVID, we had to do some stuff at home. We filmed at home.
Wow.
It took a couple hours.
Okay.
And then we went and rehearsed a few days, and there was maybe 4 or 5 hours a day. Wow. And then the actual production day, the show day it was a long day, but it was good.
Wow. So not only did you get to be on the show, you won the show, you got new doors opening up, and then to top it all off, you found love, which is amazing. That was just beyond belief. Who would have thought that something like that would happen in the first place? I don't want to spill the beans yet because my people haven't seen it yet, but you did find love, so that's pretty cool as well. I'm sure you weren't expecting to come on the show.
Not at all. Not at all.
Wow.
Just honestly, I feel like it was just a very pure moment. I didn't expect to get, emotional.
That was amazing.
Spill it for your people.
Yeah.
But it was just a very pure and I guess purpose moment.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it translated that way.
Divine timing. That's what it sounds like to me. And like you said, I remember you saying earlier, you're really big on positive affirmations and speaking things into existence. And I am as well. And I try to encourage people that you have to be mindful of your words because it's life and death, power of the tongue. Yes. So you can literally speak certain opportunities into existence over time, and it's like law of attraction. Like you attract blessings, you attract the right people, the right relationships, the right opportunities. So it looks like that's working for you.
Thank you.
So that's awesome. So what's ahead in the coming days? Where do you see yourself in the next year or so? Anything new coming?
For sure, I'm working on new music.
Oh, awesome!
Hits. I got some hits coming.
Awesome.
I did release EP, my first EP called "It's on You," about 4 months ago. So it is available in all digital platforms. It's on You. You can stream it. Please stream it. Tag me. But I'm also working on a new EP. It's a different sound. I'm excited. Been working with some really dope producers, some heavy hitters. So, and hopefully, we'll see if it's for me. I'll be on another show in the near future. So Awesome. That's really the big things that I'm working on right now.
That's very exciting. And it sounds like through all of this rush of opportunity and things coming, it sounds like you're maintaining your humility and your peace of mind. And a lot of people need to see that side too. It's like, it's not just about, everything happening at once and then you just become a totally different person. Like you're still grounded in your roots. You're still grounded in what shaped you. And I just think that is amazing. So
Thank you. I feel for me, there's no other way. I mean, honestly, I feel definitely humbleness is the way for me.
Wow.
Because I've seen people go up and drop, fall, fast.
Yep.
And honestly, I mean, if you don't be humble and know who's it is coming from, I mean, he can take it.
That's big.
That fast. Yeah.
That's really big. Thank you so much. Now tell the people where they can find you, where they can see you on social media.
Yeah. Find your boy on Instagram at Caleb Mentor Music. That's CalebMintermusic. That's also my website, CalebMentorMusic.com. My Facebook is Caleb Mentor. My YouTube is Caleb Mentor Music.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Caleb, for coming on again, sharing your testimony, and just telling us all about your experience. It's been very encouraging, and I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy it as well. So thank you so much again.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. You take care, and God bless.
Okay, you too.